Good evening, fellow patrons. In today's video, we're breaking down the top 10 best weapons to use in Black Ops 7 Zombies after all of the recent updates, buffs, and nerfs. We will be going through the full ranking, the best build for each weapon, and the exact gunsmith setups that I've spent way too many hours testing across normal gameplay, high rounds, and boss fights. Let's run it. Coming in at the number 10 spot on our list is the Jagger. At launch, this pistol was the clear-cut choice for the best gun in the game. The Prestige attachment turns the Jagger into essentially a handheld shotgun, doubling the body shot damage and nearly tripling crit shot damage. The Jagger eats through armor and was my workhorse when I defeated hardcore Caltheris at round 100. I prefer the single-wielded Jagger due to its ability to ADS. This allows for successful placement of crit shots, especially on Mars when you are constantly flying through the air. The Jagger is also the best pistol to use for activating equivalent exchange in Last Stand, due to the fact it shoots pellets instead of bullets. This allows the Fireworks ammo mod a greater chance at activation. This is the build I would recommend for the Jagger. The accuracy grip will greatly reduce the heavy recoil this gun produces, as will the stable range laser, while also increasing its range. At number 9, we have the MPC-25, which is probably my favorite sub in BO7 Zombies. It has the best handling in the submachine gun class, and has one of, if not the fastest hip fire speeds I have tested so far. It is very similar to the Aikita's hip fire speed, where there is essentially no decrease in your movement speed when you fire the weapon. The no-spread laser turns this gun into one of the easiest firing hip fire guns in the game. The crosshair is literally a cross, and the crossbar ADS allows for very quick and accurate critical shots. This gun excels in close quarters, and I actually chose to load in with it for my round 100 run on exit 115 due to the amount of scaling, jumping, and running you do on that map. The Akimbo VST slides into the number 8 spot on the list. I am extremely surprised at how stationary this gun is when you empty the clip, especially with the build you see on screen. It feels like the gun just kind of kicks backwards slightly, not upward. Other than that, this gun is exactly how you would expect it to be. It goes...
My fucking gun goes...
The 7th ranked gun on this list is the Shadow SK Sniper. This DPS beast recently got a massive buff with the introduction of its underbarrel shotgun attachment. A lot of the underbarrel attachments that have been released in Call of Duty over the years have been complete duds. This is not the case with the Shadow SK Sniper. At close range, this thing absolutely deletes at point blank range, even at health cap. Its range is extremely limited, so you will need to be actively switching back to the sniper if you do not want to burn through its ammo. This sniper has devastating kill speed at any range. The combination of the shotgun sniper combo allows for easy one-shotting of zombies at health cap. The main drawback of the weapon is that it can be somewhat fatiguing to use. If you are not actively switching between the two guns, you will be quickly overrun. The ADS speed of the sniper is abysmal, and so is the range of the shotgun. So if you get lazy and don't switch to the other gun at the right time, you're going to be swarmed. That is why I did not place it higher on my list. But if you're locked in when using this weapon, it can hang with any other weapon in Black Ops 7 Zombies. The 6th spot on our list belongs to the Novaline. Everyone knows what this gun is. It's Caltheris' Achilles heel. When Astra Malorum was fresh on the scene, it seemed like the general consensus of the Zombies community was that the Novaline was the Caltheris boss fight meta. I actually forgot that I brought in the Breacher against hardcore Caltheris, which was moronic of me to do. The Novaline is leaps and bounds better than the Breacher. With that being said, I don't have any gameplay footage of the Novaline in crunch time. It being buyable off the wall, I used it so much that I kinda got sick of it. I also can't stand the recoil it generates, so I haven't used it in quite some time. However, I cannot deny the lethality of this gun. The pack-a-punch fire rate spews bullets, and you simply melt armor with the Novaline in hand. Even with the recent weapon releases, it's still one of the best choices to bring into any boss fight. Cracking our top 5 is the legendary Aikita. This is one of my favorite guns ever introduced in Call of Duty Zombies, and it is always such a blast to use. The build you see on screen is built solely to maximize speed and handling. The combination of the ammo surge augment from Speed Cola and the thin point fast mag make you a speed demon. The speed you are able to reach shortly after reloading is comparable to that of the speed boost you get from the Dark Flare Field upgrade. Aiming is also non-existent with the Dragon's Breath ammo mod, which allows you to focus primarily on your movement and evasion of zombies. I almost feel invincible using this gun because nothing can touch me. It also pairs beautifully with the Lightmend ammo mod, allowing you to consistently have an overcharge on your HP. It also will make you stupid rich and cursed because the incendiary damage burns over time, resulting in more essence per shot. It may not be the most lethal weapon around, but it's still undoubtedly a first ballot Hall of Famer. The fourth gun on our list is the hero of the Totenreich boss fight, the Ion Sniper Rifle. Heavy use with the Ion in regular rounds is surprisingly difficult due to its severe ammo issues. However, it's a cheat code in boss fights, and that is the reason it cracks my top 5. The 15 times critical multiplier allows you to inflict consistent damage numbers that fall in the 7,000 range. And if you have the double or nothing augment from double tap equipped, some shots will break the 15,000 threshold. Pair this insane damage with the cyclical fire rate of the Ion and you have a boss fight cheat code. The gun is so powerful that you can be flexible with the attachments you choose. I would warn you to stay away from the Prestige attachment, however, as it reduces the Ion's fire rate by 31%. After its tremendous success against Dravakar, I would assume that most players will have this gun in their bag heading into future boss fights. Going home with the bronze is the Voya KT3. Excluding the pre-nerfed version of the Mirage, this is the best AR in recent memory. It has a higher crit shot damage than any other AR in the game, and it comes with a truckload of ammo. And on top of all that, it is freakishly mobile. The movement speed of the KT3 is only 1 meter per second behind the Peacekeeper, which is the most mobile AR in the game. The Prestige attachment not only shrinks the hipfire spread significantly, but it also prevents the crosshair from expanding when you are moving. Accurately firing this gun from the hip is a piece of cake. The recoil is also shockingly low considering how high the crit damage is on this AR, which makes it extremely easy to stay on target when you hold the trigger for an extended period of time. This Voyak has one of the highest critical multipliers of any AR we have seen. It has the ammo capacity of an LMG and the mobility of a sub. It doesn't possess a weakness, and it can thrive in any scenario it finds itself in. The runner-up in today's video is the 1911, or as we all like to call them, Mustang and Sally. This weapon is a beast against hordes of zombies if you are aiming for high rounds. At health cap, you can delete an entire horde in less than 5 seconds. Granted, you do have to empty both clips in each gun, but the ammo on this weapon is pretty stout, so it's sustainable. What I like to do is equip the 1911s with the Fireworks ammo mod with these augments. I will first pull out my other weapon that is equipped with the Brain Rot ammo mod. Once the Brain Rot ammo mod activates, the zombies will be drawn to the charmed enemy. At this point, take out the 1911s and shoot them until you get a flare from Fireworks to activate. If you are able to activate it, save your ammo and let the ammo mod do the work for you. If the ammo mod is still on cooldown, just empty the rest of the clips into the horde. You should be able to eliminate all of the zombies that were surrounding the charmed enemy. The thing I like most about this gun is that it is not merely an emergency gun. A lot of players in the zombies community run equivalent exchange and often have a pistol that can be used in last stand. For me personally, the Jagger and the Coda do not kill fast enough at high rounds, and I often find myself just skipping over the gun in my weapon rotation when I am trying to eliminate zombies in a timely manner. So essentially that weapon slot is only used in last stand if I end up going down. This is not the case with the 1911s, and they are one of the best weapons to have in your loadout arsenal no matter what your objective is. The best gun in Black Ops 7 Zombies is the SG-12, without question. When this gun was first released, I stated this gun is the best gun I have used in Call of Duty Zombies since I started playing in 2009. I still stand by that statement. This gun is a bulldozer and can kill any enemy with ease, and it even made Caltheris look like a chump. The SG-12's Prestige attachment increases its fire rate by 40%, while at the same time providing you the ability to shoot in the tac stance. It really is the Maelstrom from Black Ops 6 on steroids. This gun is so good that it legitimately feels like you are using a score streak. The SG-12 is devastating with both Dragon Breath and Slug rounds. I was able to defeat Caltheris at health cap with this build of the SG-12. I was able to complete all 4 phases in 11 minutes flat. It was insane. This slug variation build is what I used against the Darkheart in the 60s, as well as in my round 100 run on Paradox Junction. You could maybe say that the SG-12 has mediocre ammo capacity, but other than that, this gun is bulletproof when it comes to weaknesses. If I'm not entering a boss fight, I will typically run the double standard augment to double non-critical shots. The double standard augment makes a significant difference in the amount of damage you can inflict on the critical areas of Easter egg bosses. This gun is just simply OP. That wraps up our video covering the top 10 weapons in Black Ops 7 Zombies at present. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.